What is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course this is a video that was asked by many of you after watching all my unboxing videos. A lot of you guys, hey, make a collection video of Swap Force Midway, and then of course make a finalized version once you collect all the collection, or once you're done with Skylanders Swap Force. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm going to showcase each and every single one of the figures that is currently in my Swap Force collection. So again, this is only figures that are under the Swap Force release. This is not including any of the Giants or Spyros figures that I own. So this is just Skylanders Swap Force. So I guess we should start. Let's start with the regular Skylanders, and then we'll move on to the actual Swap Force characters at the end. So let's kick things off. I'll bring each character into the shot, also give their name, and then we'll move on. Alrighty, so first off, we've got Pop Thorn. Next up after that, Mr. SlobberTooth. There he is, looking pretty gosh darn boss. Then of course we've got the Dark Edition of SlobberTooth, which came with the Dark Edition GameStop starter pack, which is exclusive to that particular location. Next up after that, we've got Mega Ram Spyro. Looking pretty gosh darn cool. This is a Series 3 figure, meaning it's compatible with Spyro's Adventure and, of course, also Giants and Swap Force. So available and compatible with all three games. Here's the Dark Edition of that very same figure. Only called just Dark Spyro, not Mega Dark Spyro or anything like that, or Mega Ram Dark Spyro. Next up after that, I guess we could continue with the Dark figures. We've got the Ninja Stealth Elf, which comes in the regular starter pack for Skylanders Swap Force. There you have it. After that, we've got the alternate Dark Edition version, which is, of course, the Dark Stealth Elf. Very cool. I kind of like this paint job a little bit better, I think, just because it's more shiny and stuff, so it stands out better on the shelf. Am I missing anything? Oh, I guess Washbuckler and Blast Zone, but we'll get to those later. Alrighty, so let's continue with the regular size Skylander. We've got next up Terrafin, ready to terra some stuff. So there he is, pretty gosh darn cool indeed. Of course, he comes in a double pack with this guy, Mr. Bumbleblast, who I absolutely adore. I love this design. It's so cool. He's probably like Tree Rex's cousin or something, because he's all made out of tree, and then he's got bumblebee blasterns and honey and stuff like that. Very cool design indeed. Next up after that, I guess we could take a look at some of the light core figures. Here's the Green Creeper, and the reason I paused is because I always call him Green Reaper, but it's Creeper. So there he is, very cool. A lot of translucent plastic, which I absolutely love because it looks awesome. Next up after that, we've got Blizzard Chill, who's got an absolutely beautiful translucent shield and sword, I should say, double-sided sword, that being said. Very cool water element, of course. There we go with that one. Here's another one of the light core figures, which is, of course, Star Strike. There she is, looking pretty gosh darn cool. After that, we've got Roller Brawl. Bam! Look at her. Looking pretty gosh darn epic, I must admit. Next up after that, we've got one of my personal favorites, Lava Barf Eruptor. Just because the name always gets me. He's literally just constantly throwing up lava, I guess. Translucent Lava Barf. Yep, you gotta love that. Alrighty, after that, we've got Warnado. Looking pretty cool, pretty gosh darn cool. Of course, this is a light core figure, even though he doesn't look like one. He's got the base light up, so there you have that. Speaking of light core, here's another one of the light core figurines, one of the taller ones, and that is of course Smolder Dash, who is the female fire Iron Man. That's what I call her, because she kind of resembles Iron Man in some small way. We've got ZooLou, who's absolutely hilarious. He's very awesome, aka Mr. Kung Fu Panda, that's what I call him, with the creepy green eyes. Then after that, we've got Mr. Rocket Hands, who is very explosive. That's good. Very explosive, I should say. Of course, the one and only Countdown. Bam! Looking pretty gosh darn cool indeed. And of course, to round out the list of regular Skylanders, the one and only Mr. Pop Fizzio, aka Super Gulp, Pop Fizz, I should say, who I absolutely love. Of course, you guys know that he's my favorite Skylander of all, just because he's awesome. Alrighty, now let's take a look at some of the items. Of course, there is the DLC pack, which adventure pack, sorry, that came with Pop Thorn. This is the Tower of Time. Where's that hammer? I've got the little diamond here as well, which is the Sky Diamond. And then there should be also a hammer that came with that same pack, which I currently cannot see for some odd reason. Oh, there it is. Silly me. It's right there. Bam! It's hammer time! Boom, boom, boom. So there's the hammer that comes with that same pack as well. Then, of course, we've got the Fury Forge, which came with Bumble Blast and Terrafin, Knockout Terrafin, I should say. So that's pretty cool. Again, him and him are probably best friends. Look at that. They're having a barfing competition or something like that. Except this is not a character. This is an item. But still, that's pretty interesting. I guess. Alrighty. So now let's take a look at the actual Swap Force figures, which is probably the coolest part. Alrighty. So let's take a look at the first one, which is Washbuckler, one of the figures that comes in the starter pack, the regular starter pack. This is Mr. Washbuckler, very cool. Of course, a pirate squid. How could you go wrong with that? Awesome stash there. Now, I've also got his counterpart from the Dark Edition, which is Dark Washbuckler. So there he is, looking pretty menacing. Very cool, of course, silver and black, dominating all over the place. Very, very beautiful figure indeed. Next up after that, continuing with the starter pack Swap Force figures. Now, of course, if you're like, what is Swap Force? Don't forget, these guys separate the waist, and you could mix and match any of them. So this is, of course, Blast Zone, the regular version of Blast Zone. Very, very cool indeed. Beautiful colors there. But then we've got the superior version, in my opinion, the Dark Edition Blast Zone. Very, very cool armor indeed. Gotta love that. I don't know, I think that this black works better than the black here. It's a little bit of a darker tone, and the silver works a little better in my opinion as well. Overall, very, very awesome. I think this is the coolest figure out of all the ones that are in the Dark Edition in my opinion. Now, still got a couple more Swap Force figures to go. We've got Free Ranger right here. Very, very cool figure indeed, and also very powerful in the game. Definitely check out my gameplay coverage already, the walkthrough. I've used him for quite a while, and he's very, very cool. Next up after that, we've got the Toys R Us exclusive Free Ranger, or Legendary Free Ranger, I should say. As you can see, he sports darker hues as well. Of course, going with the gold and black look, overall look. Very, very cool design as well. Definitely looks neat. I love the black tornado. I think it looks cooler than the blue one, but I kind of like the top of the other Free Ranger better, so I could just do this. Bam. There you go. Solution. There you go. Bam. It's legendary bottom, regular top Free Ranger, I guess. Next up after that, we've got Magna Charge. He's got an awesome translucent wheel of energy, which is fantastic. He's got his blaster in hand here. Very cool design as well. Personal favorite of mine for sure, just because I like kind of like techie stuff and all that kind of stuff. So very cool design indeed. Next up after that, we've got Rattle Shake, ready to blast all over the place with that snake. That snake's face is hilarious. I don't know what movie does that remind me of. Is it Tarzan? Oh, I don't remember. Maybe it was Tarzan. But very cool. Or Jungle Book. Maybe it's Jungle Book. I'm not sure. But overall, very cool design here for, of course, Rattle Shake. And finally, the final Swap Force figure that I currently own. That is, of course, Hoot, who is the magic, or one of the magic Swap Force figures indeed. With a very intimidating look. I'm kind of creeped out by that look. So let's zoom out and take a look at right here. As you can see, here is the entire toy collection that I currently have for Skylanders Swap Force. Now, of course, yes, the first question that is going to be asked, so how did you buy that? Saving money and working a lot, and saving money more, not buying other video games, because I knew that I really want to own a big collection of Skylanders right away. So that's the first thing. And then the other thing was that, of course, I was also actually sent some of these figures for review purposes and stuff like that as well. So about, I don't know, maybe 10 of them I was sent, maybe 12. Was it 12? I think 12. Maybe it was more than that. 12 figures. No, I think it was 12. 12 figures were sent for review purposes, and there is a total of, I think, 29 that I currently own. Now, of course, there's going to be over 55 to own, which I don't know if I'm going to buy all those because I'm probably going to spend way too much money if I buy all of them. But I will try to save up as much money as I can to afford them, and maybe ask for some of them as Christmas presents or something like that, just so I could get a complete collection for the very first time, get all the Skylanders that are available. So that being said, there you have it. That is my current collection of the Skylanders Swap Force figurines. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Let me know in the comment section below which figures you picked up and what is your collection currently looks like for the Swap Force figures. And of course, if you want, you could also share your other Skylanders figures as well, like for Giants, and also, of course, Spyro's Adventure. And for those of you that have a lot of Spyro's Adventure, I'm kind of jealous of you guys because I don't have very many. I think I only have 2 or 3 of those, so kind of sucks. But nonetheless, that being said, there you have it. That is my current collection. Of course, share the video with your family and friends, favorite the video as well, so that they could voice their opinion on which figures they own as well. And of course, do not forget to check out the description box for a whole ton of cool unboxings of all these figures and more individualized look at every single one of them. And of course, also stay tuned for a ton of gameplay showcase for all the figures as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a fabulous, fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators.